yourself it's a good idea to wake her up. But of course, you know best.
How is she?
No, not a lot of change. That's since you was last here.
Miss Peckover,
We haven't seen you round these parts for a time.
Mr. Snowden asked me to come.
We did give him your whereabouts.
I'm obliged to you, Mrs. Peckover.
Hello, Jane. It's Sydney. Jane, it's Sydney.
Sydney?
We shall leave you now, Mrs. Peckover.
Oh, very good. I've done everything I could. Sydney? There's too many of us to be living and sleeping in this little place, but it's the same in a rent, so there you are. Maybe it's a good thing my Clara ain't here. And you guys are John Scott work as a cabinet maker. Where is he, the old bloke?
I'm sitting upstairs with Jane.
Oh, he's a queer one. Grandfather always says he was.
Seems so.
And what did you say about the girl?
As little as I could, I thought it best. Hey, how's she gone down there?
It's clear what done it. She's a beast beating her as she does. And Mrs. Peckover is that afraid that the truth should get out. And of course, I don't want to make no bother, but I do feel glad that the poor thing's got someone to look out for her at last. Sydney, I never told you half the things that used to go on in here. That clenches an animal, but I don't want to make bother with other people's business.
That's right. Don't bother with other people's business, I say.
Well,
Does Dad know he's here?
Mr. Kirkwood's been fetched to see Jane upstairs. Her grandfather's here, they say.
Oh, yes.
He's back from Australia, and he sent for a doctor and all, so he must have plenty of money. And Mrs. Peckover, well, she reckons he's going to be paying the money owing to her. But that's all they care about him too.
Yeah, they went to the bone and they want the money for it. I'd watch yourself before the old man gets back.
Don't be silly, Bob. That's all done and dusted.
That's why we haven't seen our Clara since.
Bob!
I should like to speak to Mr. Hewitt again about the old affair, if you'll hear me.
Wouldn't waste your time. He's done with you, and he's lost his daughter.
Don't be silly, Bob. You ain't giving your father an easy time neither. Now, good idea. I think it's a good thing you called in. Proposals get turned down all the time. That's just the way of the world. Let's just hope little Jane upstairs gets better, yes?
Yeah, so I'm off out.
Get buds, get carrot, 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 get buds, get carrot,
How's the baby?
Pardon me?
How's the baby?
He's all good, thanks for asking. And he's a good deal better than he deserves to be, that young rascal. Oh, the trouble he gives me. He's fast asleep though, I'm glad to say, so you can't see him. Sam should be back in a few minutes. At least I expect him, although there's no knowing nowadays and he can leave the warehouse. So what have you called here for? Oh, and don't tell me about the Upper Street business. I know all about that.
Oh, do you? From Clara?
Yes. I'm sick and tired of her, and so are you, I should think. If you've got any sense left. I met her last Sunday afternoon, and she was that patronising that you'd have thought she was sitting on a throne in Windsor Castle. Would she have a cup of tea? I don't even know. And at the time, the Princess of Wales, I suppose, was waiting round the corner.
I'm not sure you've done all. You might have to keep her friends with you.
Oh, there you go. Everybody's at fault rather than her. She's an angel, is this Clara Hewitt. weren't as foolish as all men always are, you'd see her in her true colours.
Now, Bessie, I see you've still got the card in the window. I wonder if we can find you a room for one of those rooms up there. Find you a lodger.
Who's that? No children, mind.
I've been asked to find lodging for a man and his granddaughter. 2 rooms.
No children.
She's not a child, and he's a respectable gentleman and can pay a significant sum in advance.
Yes.
Of seeing you. I do hope you're intolerable.
Please give him a smack on the side of the head, Mr. Kirkwood. Sam, we'll wash up and then we can have some supper. Why are you so late tonight?
All in good time. Where's the infant? Bring forth the infant. Let a fond parent look upon his child.
Babies in bed, my lord. What's your reason you waking? Now go and wash up.
Kirkwood? Betrothed? Let's make a note of it. Let's have 3 pints of 6 ale and a bottle of old tongue. Let us be reckless. Let's send to High Street for 3 cold roast fowls and a beefsteak pie. Let's get custard and cheesecake. Let's have pineapple and a preserved ginger. Who says, go it for once?
I will pick up my cane, Sam, and I'll run it right where the sun don't shine. Now please, go and wash up.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say. As for some, it is next to impossible. Giddy up, Sergeant!
Isn't he a fool?
He is, Bessie, he is. Can I bring Mr. Snowden to view the rooms?
Yes, if he brings a pineapple.
Oh!
My dearest sister, I have a book in the end which no one else could write. A book which will contain the very spirit of the London working class life. I am working well, see a long course before me. I walk and walk, spending my time in the streets of Clerkenwell. Oh, how the people grapple with life, finding some way to eke out a way of existing.
Once more, I've some joy in the imagination. This has failed me for some 6 months now. I've begun writing a novel to be called The Netherworld, and I've written 6 pages so far which satisfy me, Sen. I've spent the last 6 months staring at a sheet of paper, but could not form a sentence. I must have a book to sell. Kindest regards, your loving brother, George.
Hold up, my girl. Where are you going?
Oh, I can't stop now. I've got some things to put away and it's nearly 8.
Come round to the passage tonight. Be there at 10.
Can't give no promise. You know there's been such rows at home. Mother's and the father this morning.
Yes, I heard.
To the core.
All right. Well, come if you can. I'll be there.
All ye works of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise him and magnify him forever. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. This is the first commandment. The second, like it, is this: you shall love your neighbour as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these.
Don't worry about her, old man Jackie. Say, what your mother did if the old man don't give her nothing to live on?
Don't know.
Hey, Penny. There's a namesake of mine as I shan't miss, if you can do any good with it.
We can walk on for a bit.
So have you seen Clem again?
No, what about her?
Nothing. She's just got a back on it, that's all.
About me?
Yeah, she can't seem to let it go, see?
You said it wasn't all serious or nothing.
So it wasn't. No, you know, Clem.
Who's that?
My after name was Chip Rock. If Chip's up to him this last, I'll make sure he remembers it. You wait here a minute.
Bob? Bob?
Just you and me. Let's see ya! I'll fucking kill ya. If I have to.
Sydney! Oh, Sydney! I had to come and speak to you. I know there ain't nothing you can do, but I had to speak to someone and... I don't know no one better than you. It's about my Clara.
What about her?
Well, she's left Mrs. Tubbs. They had some words about the bank holiday and Clara went off at once. And Mrs. Tubbs thought she'd come home, but a box was sent for and it was to be took to an house in Islington. And Sydney, there's worse things than that. She's been going to the theatre and such places with a fella that she's got to know in at the bar, and well, Mrs. Tubbs reckons it's him who's tempted her away.
And why has Mrs. Tubbs spoken about this before?
That's just what I said to her myself. The old girl was in charge and it was her duty to let us know if things went wrong. Oh, I must tell her father I don't, Sydney, I don't. I've got the address wrote down here, see, I will go and see where she's lodging, but I am afraid it should do more harm than good. She'd never pay any heed to me, even in the best of times.
Look here. If she's made no attempt to hide away, be certain there's no truth in what Mrs. Tubbs is saying. Tell her father as soon as he gets home. You've got no choice.
I don't tell her father, I don't for my life, Sydney. Please do go and ask her. Say we won't ask her to come home, only to let us know what she's doing. Please, please go and ask her, Sydney.
Clara won't listen to me.
No, it's not that she didn't want to marry her. She always did say she wanted to go and find herself. Will you please go and ask her, Sydney?
I will try. Clara!
Sydney,
I've been looking for you.
what for? So there is to say I'm tired.
Mrs. Tubbs has told your mother what's happened, and she came to me.
I've left the place. That's all. And I have a place until I find a permanent lodging.
Then why not go home?
Because I don't choose to. I don't see that it concerns you, Mr.
No, it doesn't concern me. But it's perhaps as well you should know that Mrs. Tubbs is trying to do her very best to take away your good name. However little we mean to each other now, it's my duty to tell you that, to put you on your guard. I hope your father may hear these stories before you've spoken to him yourself.
What's she been saying?
I shan't repeat it, Clara, I shan't repeat it. Please, come on, just come with me at once, so we can find you someplace better. Please, just come on.
I'd rather die than go home. Tell my father that. Tell him anything else you like. I want no one to take any thought for me. And I wouldn't do as you wish, not to save my soul.
older man.
I'm sure he looks quite kind, Mrs. Banks.
Yeah, of course he does, bless him. Now, Sam, get out of the bath, wipe your face, and get your clothes on, and let Miss Snowden teach you how to behave yourself. Well, Jane, we will be leaving the house in your care. We'll be back at some point tomorrow night, for goodness knows when. Don't you sell for us.
You know where to wire if there's a fire that breaks out in the back kitchen. You hear footsteps in the passage at 2:30 in the morning. Don't trouble yourself to come down. Wait till daylight to see whether they've carried out the dresser.
Sam, do stop or you'll make Jane laugh. Well, Jane, you're sure we'll be home before dark tomorrow night?
Quite sure. Mr. Cohen said there's a train that gets to Liverpool Street at about 7, and Grandpa thought Elsa was.
You'll be home before 8 then. Well, do make sure that the fire's out before you go. And pull the front door to, and make sure that the area gate's fastened.
Can't you find a few more orders?
Oh, you were sure, man. Jane doesn't mind now, do you, Jane? Well, we will be back tomorrow, but, Sam, are you ready? Oh, bless the man. He doesn't have a piece of shame in front of his whiskers. Right, come on. Enjoy the bank holiday, Jane. We'll see you tomorrow.
What have you studied in the good book today?
Shall I read to you, Grandfather?
Yes.
A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, leaving him half dead. A priest, as he was walking by, saw the man and crossed on the other side. So did a Levite. But a Samaritan, as he was traveling, came upon where the man was and took pity on him. He bandaged his wounds, pouring oil and wine.
Finally, we had pity on one another, and all the worst things we suffer from in this world will ease an end. It's because men's hearts are hard that life is so full of misery. If we only learn to be kind, and gentle, and forgiving, we can't be merciful, because we expect no mercy.
Jane, I'm here to say that I won't be able to join you on our arranged bank holiday outing. Please go just the same.
Nothing of concern, I hope, Mr. Durwood.
No, concerns a matter of some delicacy.
Not regarding our leaving the Hewitt's lodging.
No, but their eldest daughter, Clara, she's left the family home in pursuit of her own affairs, independent and with a notion of going on to the stage.
The sure way to destroy a life.
And much to her father's displeasure. Yes.
What does she hope for?
She doesn't know, poor girl. She hates the position into which she was born. She aims to elevate herself in society, but there is little that can be done, I fear. If she'd been born the daughter of a rich man, then everything we now call a fault in her would either have been of no account or actually a virtue. So I must assist the family in this bank holiday.
She cared nothing for what trouble she brings to her father. Perhaps I can send Jane to her tomorrow morning and ask her to come here. Might it do some good?
I doubt it.
Bank holiday!
It's
bank holiday. You know, that's it. We've not got a shilling, not an eightpenny for the rest of the month. Just this. 2 weeks married and I'll have to pawn this. What's it all come to?
Possessed of the idea that I shall not live much longer. A dark story, this I'm not working at, but it'll be one of my strongest, I think. I see Gladstone mentions the unclassed in a review of what he terms speculative and didactic novels. Last night, I was so cold, and miserable, and incapable of work that I went off to the theatre, and as usual, did not enjoy myself.
The darkness of the city envelops me, and I take my inspiration from the dark, swollen streets. Ironic, I know. Walked together for 3 hours from the back alone, to be inspired by the indescribable filth of these streets which are dripping with wealth. I must press on.
What do you mean, gone?
She left Mrs. Tubbs' place.
And when was this?
Jane said it was Friday night.
And it's you who come to tell me this. You have the face to stand there and speak to me when you know it was all your own doing. Who was the cause that the girl went away from home? Who was it, I said? Ain't been as friendly as we ought to have been to each other, Kirkwood, and why? You telling me to let her have her own way. I spoke the truth then, because I felt it. And I was a fool enough for all of that to try and believe that I was in the wrong. And now you come and stand before me. You know, I never thought that there was a man who had so little shame in him. Do you know what he's come to tell me? You do. He's been trying to talk you over, hasn't he? Well, you just answer to me, and you tell me the fucking truth! Who was it that convinced me to let the girl go for home? Who was it that talked and talked until he got his own way? Filling her head with all this la-di-da, acting on the stage, bollocks until she can make something of herself. Didn't know how it would all end, I wonder. He's been drawing away from us ever since Clara left. I remember when he came over and persuaded me that night, and I told him in plain. He wanted her free, but she was too free for him to manage. Well, am I speaking the truth or not?
You know as well as she'd never listen to anyone, not
Oh,
you?
yes, I'm wrong, of course I'm wrong. You know, you always did go against me when there was anything to do with Clara. She'd never listen to him now, of course she wouldn't. And he couldn't rest until he saw her come to harm, just because she turned him down. But what do you care either, Kirkwood? She's no child of yours. I tell you, I'd rather watch you and all your children beg and die in the streets rather than a hair of my own girl's head should be touched.
It's no good speaking to you now.
No one's saying she's come to any harm.
Like or not, she went away on the Friday night when I angered her to be done with me all at once, who would be just like her.
You speak one more word against my girl and I'll do more than say words, believe you me. Take yourself out, Eastbrook. It was the worst day of my life when you came into it. Never let our paths cross again. I hate the fucking sight of you.
You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket on a lampstand. And it gives light to all those who are in the house. Let your light shine so before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise, but as wise, making the best use of the time, because the days are evil!
begin to think that colour yours like ain't natural. Can you let me rub it with a handkerchief?
Of course I dare. Don't be so forward, Mr. Snowden.
Forward? Me? I'm behind time, if anything. I'm advocating you for church.
Will you take your egg boiled or fried?
Giving me eggs, are you? I'll have no objections, I assure you. I think I'll have them fried, Mrs. Peckover. Oi! Don't be running up too big a bill. Lord only knows when I should get anything to do, and it ain't likely to be £1,000 a year when it does come.
Now, let's not talk of money, Mr. Snowden. I ain't one to make a row about 500. As you say, you'll straighten out the tab as soon as you can. I'll get okay.
So don't mind me asking, but how old are you, Glenn?
What's that to you? Guess.
Let's see. You weren't much more than a baby when I went away, so you'd be about 18 or 19, I suppose.
19, last 6th of Feb. Pity it's too late to get me a birthday present, ain't it?
Yeah, you're growing up in beauty. Got many of the young chaps about here wanting to marry you?
About a dozen or two, I dare say.
All right. Tell me about some of them.
Oh, who? I mean, there ain't one of them I'd look at proper. Several of them took to the bottle because I won't have nothing to do with them.
Suppose you need them on here then, just to make a fool out of them.
Right, I do. There was Bob Hewitt. He used to live down here, but that was before your time. I kept him on and off for a bit till he couldn't bear it no longer and went and married some common slut of a thing just because he thought that would make me mad. But I believe he would give her poison if I promised to marry him afterwards. Then there was a fella called Jet Bartley. I sent him a bonfire on one bank holiday. That was, what, 3 years old back now, Mum? Oh, you should have seen. Go here. He married a girl last year called Suki Jollop. Her mother forced him. Now, I did laugh. Last year, right, Christmas time, they had this massive fight. Threw all the bits out onto the street. Jet got one of his bleeding eyes knocked out. I thought I should have died of laughing when I saw the state of him the next morning. You remember that, Mum?
I'll tell you what it is, Glenn. You're a right girl. Tell me if I don't like it. I say, I wonder what my daughter's growing up like. I like my mother, I suppose. You assume sort of sisters, weren't you?
Sort of sisters. She's all grown up now. She was always a bit too quiet-like for me, you know, never no fun in her.
Yeah, like her mother. But no idea where she went off to with the old man.
Where she went to? I'm not sure, nobody ever told me. I don't know nothing.
Yeah. I don't suppose she misses me much, wherever she is. I should wonder if I'll marry her again one of these days. Help me find a girl who's the right sort, Glenn. You must know a few.
Dare say I do. What sort are you looking for?
I know. Red hair could do, but littleish, you know. One of them that didn't look as if they didn't weigh off the stone.
Right, I will throw this potato at you, Mr. Snowden.
You don't call yourself littleish, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Say, Glenn, you haven't got a beer in the house.
You have to wait till opening time.
When did you have one?
That's a forget what you say.
Hey, come in. I've got to tell you something.
You're a nuisance. Just let me get on with work.
You just come here. I've got to whisper you something. You better not give me the trouble of getting up and fetching her.
I'm going to get married.
I
In a week.
Who is he?
Well, it was a bit of a whirlwind, to be honest. Just one of them instant things.
Oh,
And who do you think it is? You know him, sort of. But if you guess till next Christmas, you'll never come right. It will be the biggest surprise. I don't think I shall come to work after next week, but you have to come and visit me. Promise?
how you been getting on, Pennylove?
Just trying to get some extra hours in, that's all.
What about the children?
Mum comes over when she can, but sometimes, well, I just have to leave them. Or else we ain't got enough of food in the life. Bob's not been working regularly.
I didn't know.
I tell him she's to wash themselves and that. But I can't keep him clean, Miss Snowden. I tell him to go play on the stairs, but I can't keep him in order all the time. I even made myself a dress out of scraps, like you said. Poor Bob I went to see me in it. He promised me faithful as he'd come back tonight, but we'll see.
Has he been coming home since I saw you last?
He did just the once. But then it was all old ways again. I did what you told me. I did. Sure as I'm sitting here, I scrubbed the floors and the table and I washed the windows. See, they ain't out yet. Like he hadn't paid a bit of notice if I hadn't told him. He was jolly enough for one night, just like Candy when he likes. But I knew as it wouldn't last. Next night he was off with a lot of fellas and girls, same as ever. And I didn't make no row when he came home. And we've gone on the same all week. We've not had not the least bit of a row. So you see, I kept my promise. But he won't come home before 12 o'clock. I know he won't. And I get that low sitting there. Because I can't go anywhere because of the children. If it weren't for him, I could get more hours here. Get ahead. I can't leave him all the time. I know what I'll do. I'll go and I'll do like Mother does. And all the other girls. I will. I'll go sit all night in the public house and see who I can catch for a rubber too. It's for all the other stuff. I feel like I'm a fool to go on like this. What's there to live for? I'm so sorry when I get pulled in by the penis like Papa.
Please don't talk like that, Penny love. Please don't give way to such thoughts. I was about to say I'll be with you on Saturday, but I don't know if I shall after you saying that. Please, you won't be going on the streets. Good afternoon, Mrs. Byers. Is Mr. Byers late?
He's somewhere in the house, I believe.
What's happened, Mrs. Byers?
He's a beast. If he's willing and all, I'll leave him, I mean it. He's a beast. How can I help it if he cuts himself and he's shaving? Serves him right. What for? Why, for saying that babies is nothing but a nuisance. That my baby, my girl, is the ugliest and noisiest ever born.
Does she cry at night?
Of course she does. Doesn't she have a right to?
And Mr. Byers cut himself with his razor?
Yes. Said it was because he was woke so often that it made him nervous and then his hand shook. So I said he better cut himself on the other side and make it even. He went on like the beast he is. It's been the worst 3 years of my life since I've married him. To tell you the truth, I hate him.
Oh, nonsense.
I do. And you may go upstairs and tell him so. Go on.
All right. Mr. Byers!
What you want?
Will you have some light, Mr. Byers?
No, thank you.
Mr. Byers? Mrs. Byers says I'm satiated.
Alright. Tell her I've known it a long time. Tell her, don't worry. I'm going out to enjoy myself.
Mr. Byers says he's known it for a long time and he's going out to enjoy himself.
Will you tell him if he dares leave this house, I'll go to Mother's nursing tomorrow and tell her how he's treating me. Go on, Jane.
Tell her, whether I'm home or away, it's all the same to her. Can't you look it right? And tell her I fucking got myself shaving because of her. Go tell her so!
I will! He says he's fucking cut. He's cut himself shaving because of you.
Will you tell him that he can cut his own throat for all I care? The way he's treating me. Go on, Jane.
Mr. Byers! Mrs. Byers is crying. Don't you think you better come downstairs?
No?
Jane, is your grandfather home?
He's not, Mr. Cook.
Will he be late before he comes back?
Not later than 10:30, he said.
I should like to wait for him, if you'll let me. I shan't be in your way.
Please come in. I suppose
things seem to be better?
Not much, I'm afraid. Mr. Kirkman, do you think you might do something?
I'm so afraid of doing more harm than good.
And perhaps that's what I'm doing.
No, I'm quite sure you can't do any harm. Penelope can get nothing but good from having you as a friend. She likes you. She misses you when she doesn't see you. It's a different map between Bob and me. I should have just mind my own business, or I could become a vicar.
Yes. I see how hard it is. It's a cruel thing of him to neglect poor Penelope as he does. She doesn't give him any cause.
I know that she knows I'm quite believe. What a miserable home it is.
Yes, she doesn't seem to know how to keep things in order. I tried to show her how it might be different.
What chance had Penelope of ever learning how to grow up a decent home and bring up her children properly? With their upbringing, look at her mother, Bob.
I shall speak to him myself.
Do you know if he ever goes to see his father?
I don't know.
Nobody ever did have a kind father. I mean, with a son like Bob and a daughter like...
Dr. Whitmarsh injured by an escaping badger in a Devon tap room. Blimey, look at that.
I make it up all that stuff.
No, it's in the illustrated police news. Here, in black and white, they can't make it up.
Oh, you know, they write it because you buy it.
Information is the door to wisdom, my girl.
Well, when are you going to show me our information?
You do it. Are you frightened of a fella like him?
Frightened? Hold your brow.
Oh, you are.
I ain't. You better not make me mad, or I'll tell him now just to spite you.
Spite me? You mad cow. What difference will it make to me?
Look, I'll just have this kitchen knife nearby when I tell him, and if he lays an hand on me, I'll just cut his face open and chance it.
I'll do it. What is it? Go on, Clem.
You ain't bad-tempered, are you?
Bad-tempered? Best tempered you could have come across. Pretty smart.
You know, you played Mother a trick a long time ago when you went off and left that Jane on her hands.
Here we go. What about
Well, it wouldn't be nothing but fair if someone was to go and play tricks with you.
it? What's your game, girl?
You know, as I got a brother in Australia, him as you used to know when you lived here before.
Yeah?
Well, he wrote Mother a letter a bit ago, and there's something in it as I'd like you to read. You better see for yourself.
I don't begin with no theory, and it's so long since I've had a pen in my hand. Don't expect me to send no money over because things ain't what they seem out here. It's bleeding off. So stop asking me in every letter about sending money. But here's the thing. Suppose you remember I used to knock about the fella named Joe Snowden. Well, listen up. If money's all you two are interested in, so it is out here for me. Turns out I ended up working with a chap who knew his brother. Remember, there was two of them Snowden boys. Well, the other one, Mike, made his fortune out here, but he got drowned in the river. Turns out his father come out here and all the money went to him. Seems as if he's on his way back to London, looking for his relatives and that. But didn't you say there was a slavey in the house named Jane Snowden? He did a good looking after her. So it's time they paid up. Look out for that Joe Snowden. He went off to America, I think, looking for a living like all of us. Anyway, look out for him. He should pay up for you two looking after his own dog all that time when he was swatting off. Anyway, get on it. Don't send no letters asking for no money. You get off to Snowden, you said something to me. I'm in a place where I can't even spell. Woola Boolonga or something.
Oh, Woola
It's roasted. So good luck to you both. Get cracking from yours truly, MP. So this was your game, was it? This is why you took me in? I came here as a place of refuge, to look for my girl. This is how it is? Alright, where's the old man?
I'm sure I don't know.
No? That's a shame.
Oh, we might be living not so far away.
Is he?
And Jane with him. And they're a good few years they have.
You're a cool hand, Julie, mother. You're keeping this for me?
No, we didn't know anything for proper or nothing.
No?
No, it's only just popped up proper now.
A good few years, you said?
About 3 or thereabouts.
When I was in America.
Must be.
Give me the address, and I'll have a word with my relations. So how's Jane growing up then, eh?
Well, if you wait for a bit, you can see for yourself. She's going to call here at 12.
I suppose you planned a pleasant little surprise for her. Cool hand, Clem. Busy girl. Give me that bottle of whiskey. Takes out the this kind of thing. Where's your mother? Mrs. Speckover!
Ma'am!
It's to you. Have some. Right, now go downstairs. Let me know when Jane comes. I want a minute to think to myself.
Do you know who this is?
He's your husband, but I don't know his name.
You ought to, it seems to me. Go look at him. No, Jane, properly.
Well, quite sure she'd never known you, Janie. You remember me? Your father? Whoa. Yeah, it's been a bit much for you, right? What's the meaning, there you go?
Look, he wants you to take him home to see your grandfather, Jane. There's been reasons why he couldn't before. Shouldn't you two go at once, Jane?
Can you give the two of us a minute, then, babe?
Together?
Yes. Grown up a very nice, honest girl, Jane. See, your grandfather's taking good care of you. I thought it'd better not to see you with you until my marriage to your mother was over. I had a great deal of trouble in life. And I'll tell you all about it someday, my dear. Suppose your grandfather's often spoken of me.
Not very often. Father.
I feel quite proud of you, Janie. I suppose you just keep the house trim, do you?
I go to work as well.
What? You go to work? How's that, I wonder?
Didn't Miss Peckover tell you?
You mean my wife, Jenny? Your new wife? No, she didn't tell me. But I'm delighted that you and Clem are such good friends. She's a kind hearted girl, isn't she?
Yes, Father.
Suppose your grandfather's told you about Australia and your uncle that died out there.
No, he never speaks of Australia, and I never knew I had an uncle.
That right? Well. Let's go see your grandfather.
Yes.
But first, let's have a celebration. You been to the Palace of Delight, Jamie? Bet you haven't.
Palace of Delight. No, Father. Get yourself down to the Palace of Delight!
With me.
business with Mr. Percival?
Yes, indeed. See you.
Mr. Percival won't be here for another hour or so. Is there anything I could do for you?
I'd be obliged to wait for Mr. Percival.
Do you have an appointment? Mr. Percival usually requests appointments, Mr.
I have particular business with Mr. Percival.
Might I inquire the subject?
A matter of some delicacy.
I have Mr. Percival's ears, so to speak. We keep a certain confidence. I am familiar with Mr. Percival's affairs.
Do you know anything of a man called Snowden?
Snowden? What's Snowden?
Joseph James Snowden, a friend of mine.
I am-
People have advertised for him.
Well, I am familiar with the name. What about him?
Your people were looking for him, but something to his advantage. Do you have to know if there's any use of coming forward now?
A relative of yours, you said?
A friend. Intimate friends.
By the name of?
Perhaps I should just wait for Mr. Percival. I'm sure he'll be more familiar with that.
We shall await for Mr. Percival.
Hang it! I may as well say it at once. I'm Snowden.
Indeed.
Prove it! Come and see me where I'm staying at Parkdale Close. And then make inquiries for my father at Hanover Street, Islington. But the fact is, soon to find out what this business is with your office without my father knowing. I have reasons, and I shouldn't mind taking them over with Mr. Percival, if you can give me the information that I want.
Well, that can be arranged. If you are J.J. Snowden, then I believe you're requested to communicate with Michael Snowden, that's all.
But I have communicated with him. He's got nothing particular to say to me.
And you were coming to speak to Mr. Percival privately for information?
Just so. Of course, if you can't give me any, I'll return tomorrow.
If there's anything more that you could tell me, that might be useful.
Will it? There's more you know.
There might be.
I see.
Now, the Lord spoke. My people come to you and sit before you to hear your words, but they do not put them into practice. Their mouths speak of love, but their hearts are greedy for unjust gain. Then he said to them, watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions. Joe! 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 Can't you speak? What's the news?
No hurry, Mrs. Clem. No hurry, my dear. It's all right. The old man's rolling in the money.
Right, more about your share.
Oh, just tell me, can't ya?
Of course I will. It's the best joke you've ever heard. My share is, wait for it, nothing at all. Not a penny, not a cent. Just swallow that, old girl, and tell me how it tastes.
You're a liar.
I never told a lie in my life.
You are a dirty fucking thieving bastard!
Right, Ben. That's her angel! I want you to come on. Let go! I've got news for you, mother. You and Clem are precious, artful, right pieces of work, aren't you? Well, now it's my turn. You thought I got money. Ha ha!
And so you have. We know all about it through trial, okay?
I know all about it, do you? Well, see it. My brother Mike died out in Australia. And his son died at the same time.
That's a lie.
They was drowned.
No! He's lying! He's lying!
Mike has no will, and his wife was dead before him. Why, all the money went to the old man. Michael Snowden has every cent of it. I have not a claim on a penny. That's the law.
Cold thieving liar! What did my brother say in his letter?
It was told wrong, that's all. Perhaps you got the idea of his own head.
Why do they have a touch for you?
Oh, the old man wanted to find his son again, that's all. Why can't you take it good humoured? It's your joke. I'm a good-natured fella. There is many a man who would have broken every bone in your body by now, so you just remember that, my angel.
You can't talk to me like that, you dirty fucking crap! Fucking crap!
You go get a pub of shit and somebody die with such a bloody fire!
You must be careful not to overtire it.
Yeah, he always says there's nothing to worry about. Nothing boys natural at his age.
I hope it's because he thinks your father maybe wanted to take you away.
He knows I wouldn't leave him. Mr. Kirk, do you think cause us any trouble.
Does your grandfather speak of it? Of your father?
No, but I can't feel to my father as I do to him.
I feel ashamed and angry with myself when I think of times past.
Why? You've always been kind to me. Don't you remember that night when I came to fetch you from the workshop and it was cold and raining, so you put your coat on me?
Came but a long, long time ago, there seems.
As long as I live, I shall never forget it. When you were the friend I had back then.
No, there was someone else who thought of you. I don't think you've forgotten that either.
No.
Well, then say who does I mean?
You mean Clara?
Yes. I wanted you to say her name. Why shouldn't we speak of her? She was a friend to you when you needed one.
I often wish I could see her again. And thank her for her kindness that night.
And they say! Yes! If you don't like it, well, sling your hook! Yes! So where are the working people to go? How is a man supposed to look after his kid when there's nowhere to keep them other than a slum with rotting walls and rich, ladies and gentlemen? Half our wages! Half of it goes on renting one of these tiny little novels and the permission to put his wife and children under a roof! The deal porters, the lumpies, the trimmers, the Maudsley engineers! None of it makes any difference. No guarantee of a living human wage and half of it goes on renting a shithole. In the greatest country in the world, the greatest empire of the world. It's the people that brought these riches to these shores that's got to spend their whole lives from birth until death in a tiny, rented, putrefying, rat-infested hole. Not a rent law whereby these landlords are limited to what they can charge. And who are these landlords? Landlords! Have a look in your house and lords and all, ladies and gentlemen. All absent when hiding their own properties and talking flat. But hiding their own slum properties what's not fit for human habitation. We go on the rent law and we'll see what's what and who's going to fight. Because if we fight, we'll join together and fight. We'll get a fair rent. We'll get quarters what's fit for human habitation. We'll get a living wage guarantee.
That was about as good a speech as I've heard in a long time, Mr. Hewitt. I like to hear a man speak as if he meant it.
Well, I ain't said my last word yet.
Yeah, it takes it out of you, I'm sure. Suppose we have a sweet or something.
Well, I don't mind if I do, Mr. Snowden.
So, how's the wife? Better, alright?
Wish I could say so. She's been up since Thursday. She's bad. Poor woman, she's really bad. You seen young Kirkwood lately?
Nah, he's gone away for his holiday. Essex somewhere.
When was it he was speaking to you last? One day last week, if I remember.
Speaking of me, was he? We ain't got much to say to each other no more.
I'd like a word with you, John. If your friend will excuse.
I'll give you a minute.
Have you heard any talk about Larry?
No, what about it?
Dick Spell says he can't get the money for his boy as died last week.
Can't get it. Why not?
Well, that's just what I want to know. Some of the chaps is talking about it upstairs. Somebody had news that the cottage was ill in bed, but now he ain't been seen for 4 or 5 days.
What are you talking about?
There ain't no money. Nobody knows where the burial money is. My little Jenny, she ain't got mum, and that Gibson boy's on his last breath with you. Been coughing, there ain't no money to bury none of them. We'll be chucking him in the river at this rate. It's a crying shame.
No, this can't be right. I'll go and see McCosh now. This ain't right.
I knew you'd come, Sydney. Sydney.
I will.
I've been so ill for so long, at such a great expense. Oh, everything will be earning something before long.
I shall never want as long as I live, never.
Come a bit nearer, Sydney. Have you seen my Clara? If ever she returns, do not turn away from her. Promise me that, Sydney.
I would welcome her as a sister of my own.
There's such hard things in a woman's life. I do wonder what would become of me if John hadn't took pity on me. The world's a cruel place and I should be glad to leave it. Oh, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd have been able to go on for so long. Only you come, Sydney. Oh, I feel it easier in my mind.
The note would come back sooner. It's my fault. I should have come.
How am I to bury her? Go on, how am I to do it? They've stolen the club money and robbed me of it, and I haven't as much as paid for a copy. See? They've stolen it, and I haven't as much as paid for a copy. It's a cruel bloody world this is, where they won't let you live and then they won't let you pay if you don't want to be buried like a dog. She's had nothing but pain and poverty all her life, and I'll pitch her out of the way in a parish box. Do you remember what hopes and dreams we used to have when we were first married? Go on, you look at her now. Look at this underground hole. Look at this chair that she sits upon. Is it my fault? My God, I wonder. It's a wonder as I haven't done murder yet. To every man I see go by with a good coat on his back and a face fat with good feeling, it's all I can do to catching his throat and tearing the life out of him.
Let's talk about the burial. Let me put your mind at ease. I'm going to have to pay for all of that, and you must let me lend you what you lend him.
You who I haven't spoken to for so long.
If the more fault of mine, I ought to come back soon.
No! No. It was me who was to blame. She always told me so. But I can't take it from you, Sydney. I can't. Lend it. And where am I to get it to pay you back? It won't be long like I lie like she does there. It's getting too much for me.
Miss Stewart? Miss Stewart, it's Mrs. Peel.
I'll come in.
Miss Stewart, do you consider you played your part this evening with the conscientiousness that is to be expected of you?
Perhaps not.
May I ask why not?
I didn't feel in the humour. The house saw no difference.
Oh, indeed, you have saw no difference. Do you mean to imply that you always play badly?
I mean that the part isn't worth my attention, even if they were able to judge.
Well, that's a rather offhand way of treating the subject, madam. You know, if you disparage our audiences, it is much the same as admitting that we do an unimportant service.
I intended nothing of the kind.
Perhaps not. So you're discontented with your part?
I mean, it's only natural that I should be. My circumstances might well be changing soon, which will allow me to explore rather more ambitious paths.
Oh, presume you think yourself equal to Juliet? Or perhaps even Lady Macbeth?
I can play either a good deal better than most women do.
Well, I'm so sorry that you can't bring out in Shakespeare at present, Miss Hewitt. But should you think it a condescension to play Laura Denton?
Miss Walcott's part.
She shan't be returning.
And is Miss Danville not taking on the role?
What did you think of her portrayal this last afternoon?
Adequate.
How long would it take you, do you think, to get the words?
An hour or two, I wouldn't know.
We were in Bolton tomorrow morning. Do you want to take to be perfect by rehearsal? Yes. Then I'll try you. Here's a copy you can take. I make no terms, mind. It's just an experiment. We'll talk more about it tomorrow. Good night.
And Miss Danville?
I shall speak to her now.
Your father's will was executed 10 days ago.
Was it? What's he left me?
£7,000, less legacy duty.
And 30,000 to Jane.
Just so. If she were to die, unmarried, before her 21st birthday, the money bequeathed to her would be distributed amongst, certain charities.
What about Miss Kirkwood? If he marries her, will the money be his?
No, there'll be no restraint upon her discretion with using the money. She would be able to give an affectionate parent 100 or so every now and again if she chose, or a husband, perhaps.
If she chose.
But if she remains unmarried, the money will be distributed amongst certain charities.
Is there any way we can encourage this Clara Hewitt to intervene, so to speak?
I have indicated to her that there'd be a certain financial windfall.
She's definitely received the letter.
It was placed in her very hands.
Good, good. Of course, this will all be made worth your while.
What do you think you'll make of your father's offer?
I'm not quite sure. I should wonder if I'm going to filters.
Filters?
I'll be looking into it as a commissioning agent. You might not know much about it. A judicious investment in patents that lacks capital has turned my head. I've been appraising it for some time.
Well, we've seen many a beneficiary part with their funds in such a way.
Trust me, I think I know my way about.
Suppose you're going to make a scene.
You accepted that offer of pills? Without saying a word, without as much as telling her that she ought to speak to me first.
Certainly did. I've waited long enough not to waste my chance when it comes.
You called yourself my friend.
There are no such thing as friends in this business. You'd have done just the same.
I wouldn't. I couldn't be such a mean creature. Every man and woman in the company will press shame on you.
Don't waste my time with your nonsense. If you played the part badly, someone else would speak it. You were on trial with Ashley.
Play badly. As if we didn't all know how you've managed it. Nothing to do with good or bad acting. We all know how creatures like you get what they want.
I'm not going to try and match you and insult a man with a dare say you beat me at that. I don't care what you or anyone else thinks of me. I've got the part. I'll take good care that I keep it. You talk about us being friends. I think you should know by now there's no such thing as friendship or generosity or feeling for women. Not for women who have to make their way in this world. You've had your hard times as well as I. You'd never give up a chance for me. I'm sure I should never expect you to. We have to fight for everything, and the weak get beaten. That's what life has taught me.
And this is what life has taught me.
Such are the ways of everyone who is greedy or unjust gain. It takes away the life of its possessors, for jealousy makes the people furious, and he will not spare when he takes his revenge. Hear and listen! Such are the ways of everyone, for the wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ. Our Lord, a tranquil heart has led through the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. For where jealousy and selfish ambition exist, there will be disorder and every vile practice. So saith the
Let's go. Come on, everyone. Come on.
much as good.
You notice how they get the costly colds? Why, T-Ray?
I couldn't be sure if he was coming, Bob. How could I? I'll soon get the kettle boiling.
Couldn't be sure as I was coming. You've been speaking to my old man, have you? Why, I've been back every night this week. Except 2 or 3. Now listen up. You mind your own business, I'm telling you. You clumsy cow. When was that girl Jane showing me last?
Yesterday, Bob.
Did she give you anything?
No.
She ain't to come about this place no more, understand? When she comes here next, you tell her to sling a rook.
You don't mean that.
Don't you cross me, girl. I don't want to peck over his dirty little servant around here.
That's a long while ago.
Once a slavey, always a slave. Now do as I tell you.
Penny love!
Who's that now?
Penny love! It's me!
Suki Jonah.
Well! Look what a cat's dragged in.
Evening all, Mr. Hewitt.
You're off cut, have no mistake.
I ain't had a sip past my lips since last night, and that's hard on a girl who's used to getting her big regular. I'll murder that tip Bartlett. He gave me this black eye and all I have is life, see?
You mean to say he's hit you?
What do you do to deserve it?
I never done nothing!
He's a beast, that Chet Party, and he deserves what he gets.
Yeah? Try talking like that about me, Penny.
You give me something as I should remember. Like a slavey.
And don't forget it.
I say, Bob, will you give me another one of them coins?
Another one?
I've got bloke waiting on it.
Is he?
He said he gave me $1.50 on top.
On top, you reckon?
Yeah.
I'll make sure you pop right back.
You know that coins you gave me the other night?
Yeah? What about it?
Oh, and I sold it to a fella I know. And he gave me 4pence for it and a bed of lodgings up on Pentonville Road.
Is it now?
It was in a public house as I sold it to a fella I know. There was another fella, as I didn't know, just standing by, see? Well, he kept
kept looking at me, and he kept looking at the coin. Well, I didn't see him at first. He must have come up behind me. Red-haired fella, sort of like a coster. Well, hello, says he. Hello, says I. Got any more of them coins, he says. What's it to you? Says I, as he was a fellow I didn't know nothing about. Well, you can't be too free with your talking around these parts now. Well, he got me to walk on for a bit, and we got to talking. Well, you didn't buy that coin from nowhere, he says. What if I didn't? Says I. Well, we carried on with this sort of weeks, and he says, got any more snide coins to put out? You know what he meant by that, Noel? Well, I didn't say nothing, but, well, the fella sort of stuck to me. A fair price for a fair coin, says he. I'm here every Thursday night. When your business going, you know where to find me. Down my line, says I. Well, if you want a 4.5 shiner for it, says he, give me a look around. And then he slid up round the corner.
What's a 4.5 shiner?
Oh, fuck knows. But I found out it's a public house gift for setting.
Oh, is it now? Wait, move. Wish I had a wife like you, Susan Chop. Always bringing back something.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hewitt. My old man. Sit all up the pen. And don't see any of the light.
Henny, listen up. Go and buy what you want for tomorrow, huh? Tell them kids.
What's this for, Bob?
I'll tell you, but mind you hold your tongue about it. I could get into some trouble. Don't go blabbing that I make these kinds of things.
Why should it get you into trouble?
Mind what I tell you, and don't ask questions.
Winning on horses, all you say?
Right, you are, Bob. Thank you.
Dressed in a suicidal mood. Fortunately, a bright morning, or it would have been worse with me. God, how can I write? All of the pain and decrepitude of the people I brush past every day in these Clerkenwell streets allow me any fuel to continue. I shall try to write some more by the end of the day.
My Bob! No, you jumped so much like a pig. What did you think I was called that? Why aren't you at work? Does Mrs. Pennyloaf know you're here?
Hasn't your husband taught you to mind your own business?
I love it here. Bartling's fair and dry. You been here before?
Of course I have. Been everywhere.
Get me some of them.
Hey! 3 of them.
What a prize!
How is Mrs. Pennyloaf?
That's Mr. What's his name? Snowden?
My husband is a gentleman. Good thing for me, I had sentenced away.
And for me too, I dare say.
Why aren't you at work? You got the sack.
I can take the day off if I like. You can hear Donkey's ass with a banjo. Hey! Here's a couple more.
What a prize!
How is Mrs. Pennyloaf? How would she say if she knew you was here with me?
I'll tell if I choose.
Oh, I dare say. Hey, wonder how her hair's growing back. It's a joke. Jesus. She comes down here often?
I can't say I do.
Well, I shan't wonder if I shall be here to stay next week. And you can bring Pennyloaf, if you like.
Jane, come speak to your grandfather.
He's upstairs resting.
Concerns plans for you.
I've always been thinking about the time when I should be old enough to hear what he has planned for me.
It's not just him who has plans for you.
Yes, he mentioned Mrs. Lant, a lady that does work for the poor, and how I help her.
Yes, I believe she's a woman who could help you. Guide you. She's a woman who has given herself to help others. Grandfather thinks much of her. But I too have something that I wish to ask you.
To ask me?
Yes. I will speak to your grandfather, if you'll permit me.
I do permit it.
Now rest assured, we've already begun the kind of work which your grandfather wishes of you.
I have begun it. How?
Of course, being such a good friend to Hilda, has cared for her as no one else could have done.
That's nothing.
Yes, but it is natural to you. Go and speak to your grandfather.
We're not buying any of your wares. Beggars come in at our door knocking in the night and announce.
I'm out hunting, Bessie, or at least I need lodgings.
Oh, I see. What's happened?
My old lodgings have become unsustainable at the current time.
I see, Sydney. Well, if you was any earlier, we should have got you into one of our first floor rooms.
Ah, I reckon they'd be moving into one of the taker rooms. One of these days.
Mind your business, Sam. Get back to that bottle of grog or whatever you've got stored.
Men can have recreation. Sometimes.
Not all the time. There's lots of people with the good things in life ain't got the money to enjoy them.
Aye, Kirkwood. He knows how to wait. When all ends, they'll have a house in Oidwig.
What do you mean by that, Sam?
Hey, no mind, Sydney.
No, go on. I want you to tell me. What do you mean? I know how to wait. God, I'm being serious. I want you to tell me.
We all know that Jane's upstairs. And Grandad, he ain't got no there.
You hush that mouth of yours, Sam. Get back inside and do something useful for once.
Everything comes to those who wait. As they say.
Sorry, Kyle, Sydney. He's taken more and more to the drink. I can't offer you anything. My last room at top's just been taken, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out.
I'm obliged to you, Bessie. Thank you.
You didn't turn up the other night in Hanover Street.
No?
We talked about you, and of course about Jane. After all, Sydney, I'm the father. Her happiness is my concern.
And mine too.
Is it?
Yes?
Don't mind me asking, but have you made any promises to her?
No? But I have spoken to her intimately on occasion.
Hope you're not offended by me bringing this up.
No. I would have spoken to her grandfather around the matter. And was hoping to actually ask you about it.
My father told you that his lawyer friend Percival is against leading Jane towards Mrs. Lant and a breed of do-gooding for the poor.
Yes.
I didn't take Percival personally. Miss Scawthorne is more flexible, so to speak. In fact, don't be offended, but Percival's got something up his sleeve. Seems he's been asking questions about you. He's been asking about your intentions towards Jane.
Oh, yeah.
He seemed to be hinting like that, well, as Jane's father, I should do my best to keep an eye on you. Now, the way I see it, Mrs. Lant taking to the girl is to her advantage, but I can't help but thinking that Janie needs to see a little bit more of the world. Percival has suspicions of you, and I don't doubt that he's not saying the same thing about me as father, but there you are. Percival can make things very difficult for everybody. Do you see? I'm glad that we've come to an understanding.
Sydney! Sydney!
What's wrong?
Sydney, I found Miguel. I've got Clara. Try and eat a little with you. Even just a spoonful or two.
I don't feel hungry, Father.
Well, do what I call a bit.
Yes, I'd rather you left me alone.
Yes. Yes, I'll go away, dear. If you don't like it, I'll get you something you fancy.
It will do well enough.
Clara. Show your mind. Amy and Annie coming to sleep with you.
No, only they mustn't want me to speak to them. Do they know?
Not as yet.
Best to warn them.
I will.
Do you live comfortably here, Father?
We do, Clara. Yes. It's a bit high up, but that don't matter much.
You've got new furniture.
Yes, some new bits. The old was all done for, you know.
Where did you live before you came here?
Oh, we had a place up in King's Cross Road. Say, it wasn't much of a place, but I suppose it could have been worse.
And that was where Mother...
Yes. Yes, my dear, it was there.
How did you manage to buy this furniture?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was a friend. An old friend. He helped us out a bit.
Was it Mr. Kirkwood?
Yes, dear, it was.
Suppose he's awkward in some ways.
Not really. I don't see much change myself.
He's married, isn't he?
Married? What made you think that, Clara? No, he had to move not too long ago. His lodgings is in Red Lion Street now.
Does he ever come in?
Every now and then.
Have you told him?
Yes, dear, I did, but I felt I had to.
There's no harm. You can keep it a secret.
No, Mr. Kirkwood, he only wishes the best in people.
I should like to see him again. One day, I think. Perhaps when I don't need to be here.
Clara, you'll always be here.
No. Do you think I'm going to burden you all the rest of my life? I shall find some way of earning a living, and I shall go and get a place for myself.
Now, don't you talk like that. You can do whatever you like, my poor girl, but don't you talk about going away from me. It's the one thing as I couldn't bear. Look, when your mother died, things was bad, but you know it was always you as I thought of most, and I want to keep you by me, Clara, I do. You mustn't speak about going away. If you left, I'd be afraid of myself. I haven't told you I didn't treat the poor mother as I ought to have done. And I got into drinking, Clara, yes, I did, but there was better times to go through. You know, the burial club broke up just before she died. I couldn't get not a penny. I couldn't as much as pay for a coffee. It was Sidney Kirkwood that found the money, he did. There was never a man who's been a good friend as he had been to me, and I'll never get the chance of paying him back. But I must keep you near to me, my poor girl. You mustn't leave.
Yes, Father.
Dear Mr. Hardy, many thanks for this book. I'm sure the Mayor of Casterbridge will keep me engrossed. I have something in hand, which I hope to turn vigorous purpose. A dark story that's got a recent ramblings about Clerkenwell. It's dark, with evening sunlight close. For there may be a triumph of individual strength, which is a different thing from hope for the masses of men.
Nicey?
Yeah.
You should tell Pennyloaf to get back on the train.
Why?
No, because I want to know what goes on in Hanover Street. Look, something's going on. I can smell it. Jane will know something, and you're Pennyloaf to get that out of her.
She don't know nothing. Else she tell me.
Think she told you everything, does she, after the way you treat her?
Yeah? Who's always at me to make me treat her worse still?
No, so I am, because I hate her. I like hearing how you starve her and her brats half to death. How much money did you give her last week?
3 or 4 bob, I suppose.
No, give her one, mate. Leave a week on it.
Yeah, I'll do better to put a pill on her face.
Many true words said in joke. Look, Bob, don't do nothing yet, not just yet. I want to use her to get all I can from that Jane girl about that old grandfather she's got. Hello to get back in with her, you understand? Told her about Clara.
No, I have.
Or is such an affectionate couple. Drink. Only give her 2 shillings next week. Starve her a bit.
If you broke the boat, you don't know the
So
level.
give her a scrap in an hour.
What are you after?
Lots of things. I want to know what the old bloke's going to do with his money, don't I? And I want to know what my dog with an husband's got out of him. And I want to know what that Kirkwood's going to do. Are you going to marry that sister of yours?
Not now, we're all...
No, it's not where it's worried. No, listen, Joe get all this in?
Of course you will.
And if Joe, like, had an accident, like, you know, top of my head, had a blow to the end of the street and was found knocked down dead down somewhere in a dumpster, would I get all this money?
I
As
think you
wife?
would. Definitely think you would.
And what about Jane? Should I get all hers? If she had an accident, you know, another one. I mean, accidents happen all the time.
Right. Suppose you would. That's only for him that will. Only for other people who are not here.
Well, why do I write wills? They're old enough, like neighbours do. But they have. Sit there, Bob. Oh, back!
Hello, Clara.
Sydney, thank you for coming. I'm in need of kindness. Perhaps I don't deserve it.
We all deserve kindness.
You know what has happened to me.
Yes.
I've spent many weeks in the infirmary, but my coming to live will make everything so uncomfortable for my father and the children. I keep almost always in one room.
You must get your strength back.
It's only my mind. Everything is so dark, you know, how little patience I always had. Being controlled. That's what I've had to struggle with since recovering from my delirium. Not even the hope of dying in the hospital. I know why you say nothing. Sham sympathy would drive me mad.
I only say nothing because words seem meaningless.
You're not heartless, but a realist. I have thought about you despite what you might think.
Abandon your feelings. I should like to help you.
I'm beyond help. The acid has penetrated deep into the layers of my face. I'm so near success. That's what all actresses say.
Yes, you are strong in your resolve to succeed. You will find the strength to meet even this challenge.
A woman with a little more strength of character would kill herself.
It would be an easy thing to put your life to an end. But you have a duty to your father.
I think of him. He's goodness itself to me. There are fathers that would have slammed the door in my face. Could I ask one thing of you? Look closely if you need to.
Have you coloured your hair?
Yes, it's the new fashion. Father has told me what happiness you found with
Your father is mistaken.
mistaken.
Yes, the mistake is natural enough to those who know nothing of Jane's sudden circumstances.
I have no right to approach such a subject in speaking with you.
What do you want from me?
Get me out of it.
Put that fucking light out!
God! He's worse and he needs medicine. He's cold.
Does he need the light?
What about beautiful I
Give him some of the mixture. Be sharp and put that light out!
am? I don't want to give him too much. Is it for that Joseph kid over the way?
Yeah? And with a mother like that, what do you expect?
Can't give him too much.
Hey, I'll tell you what. You can have that girl Jane Snowden here again if you'd like. You know, help you out again. Kids again. is what I make use of, alright? That'll do. Shut up and go to bed.
Sydney! You ain't going to encourage her to leave us again, are you?
Leave you? Where can she go now?
As long as you wasn't thinking of her going away. See, Sydney, I've nothing to say against it if she can find some kind of job for her own. There she sits with her face in her hands, thinking and thinking. Time on her hands. I'd rather she had some work, but she mustn't leave home for it.
The decent fellow that, hear it? Getting a bit old though. There's something I want to speak to you about.
Yeah?
I had a word with the old man. He's getting weaker. I didn't know you'd spoken to him. Seems your relationship is deteriorating.
Perhaps so.
Now, don't you misunderstand me. If she left, it'd be because she thinks of herself as a burden. You know, as if I would gladly live on a crust of a day's food just to savour amongst strangers. But I can't bear her seeing her live as she does, Sydney. It's no life at all.
I'm afraid you're making the old man feel just a little uncertain about you.
I told Mrs. Snowden that I could be nothing more than a friend to Jane. I said it, and I meant it. Wait a day or two and you'll see why.
That's your way to back out of your engagements, is it, Kirkwood?
I sit with Clara sometimes when I get back home from work, and I'm glad to say she finds it a pleasure to have me by her. But remember, these times is no good for anyone. The working man is tired of being robbed by the upper class. They must go and rob one another.
Look, Mr. Hewitt, hadn't Clara anything to tell you? Any recent news?
No.
Suppose you prefer that I tell you. I went in earlier, had a chat with her, alone.
You did?
I must say, we know what kind of man you are now, Mr. Kirkwood.
What do you mean? That you wish to put an end to everything between Jane and I? You've succeeded. Be satisfied.
You misunderstood, Kirkwood.
No, I've understood you perfectly.
All right then. I'll say goodbye for the present. That's your way.
I have something to ask you, Mr. Hewitt. I think we finally got the right answer at last.
You mean to tell me that you asked my poor Clara to marry her?
Yes.
Give us your hand again, Sydney Kirkwood. Give us your hand again. Oh, what am I to say to you? Oh, this is too much for me. I haven't the words as I wish to speak. Go on, stand in front of me. Let's have a look at you.
It makes you glad more than
I'm glad it's no word for it, boy. Glad it's no word for it at all. Give us your hand again. I feel as if I should go down on my old knees and crave your pardon. Oh, if only the poor mother could have seen this. She died just to speak to her at their worst. But she always spoke fondly of you. You know, I always thought you was going to marry that other young girl. I thought it was all settled.
Mistake.
I'd have never have dared hoped it, Sydney. The one thing that I hope for most in this world, and it's come to pass. Glad is no word for what I feel. And to think that the poor girl kept this from me. She had that sort of smile that she couldn't quite understand. She'll be a good wife to you, Sydney. A good and an honest wife. But I must go. There ain't a man alive, let him be rich or may he be poor, who feels the happiness that you have given me tonight.
You are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all those who are in the house. Let your light shine so before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven.
Jane! There's something I've been meaning to speak to you about for some time now.
What is it, Father?
Can I speak about Mr. Kirkwood?
Yes, Father?
My dear girl, do you believe that there's an actual engagement between you?
I think...
I can't help but thinking that Mr. Kirkwood has rather exaggerated his intentions towards you.
Intentions?
I know Kirkwood ain't what he used to be. And it's very hard for both of you. Janie?
Yes, Father.
I wonder if I'm doing wrong to you. Speak wrong to your grandfather. speaking to you confidentially like this.
Well, I don't quite understand.
It's your money, Jane. Kirkwood doesn't think he ought to ask you to marry him because you're coming into money. And of course, he can't say a word to you himself, and of course, you can't say a word to him. It's a difficult situation for both of you.
But the money isn't my own. It would never be mine.
It makes no difference. He has already told your father that things are at an end between you two, because of this. Now, as your father, Janie, I know it's right that you should be told this. Your grandfather weakens every day. But I feel as though you're being very cruelly treated, my child. So trust me.
I know. Mr. Kirkwood wishes you to forget what he's asked your grandfather. I know he feels he cannot help me the way he thought he could, but I'm not the extraordinary person you think I am. I do not have the strength you see in me. I cannot live the life of an extraordinary woman. You see high objects before me, but I don't have the strength to face it. A life's work of sacrifice, I can't. Please, grandfather, don't ask of me. Give the money to somebody else. I'm not strong enough to face such a sacrifice. Hey, then, hey. I must come over you. Oh, cry away a little, my dear. It will do you good to cry in bed. I'll get Sam to come up with smelling salts and the like, and maybe in here? I'm all right now. I can stand up. I'll go up to my room. What's the time? Is it late? I'll do what I can for grandfather. I'll do my best. I'll do whatever he bids me. I'll do my best. I'll do whatever he bids me.
Don't you worry about that. Oh, you rest yourself.
I can find no respite in my soul. The story that I write with dispassion or it will consume me. These people, these lives. I walk endlessly through these streets of Clerkenwell. People never in one place, always moving somewhere, never allowed to settle. So what conclusion? What justice? What else can be afforded to these people? I know of none. They live in squalor, and I can think of no remedy for their suffering.
Is your wife upstairs, Mrs. Hewitt?
Ah, yes. There's another mouth to feed.
No, there ain't.
All right?
The child's dead.
Thank fuck for that.
You are this one.
Thank God for small blessings.
Oi! You mind yourself. Pennyloaf is very young.
Ain't we all?
When did it happen, Mrs. Griffin? About 2 hours ago. She didn't say thank goodness, although she's over sorry as it's gone, and small blame to her. You know, there's some people who doesn't care much what sort of things happen to her. Not meaning you, miss, of course, just them as what ought to care. You know, I shouldn't care to have him for an husband. Of course, he must go and lose his job just when his wife's wanting a few little extras, as he may say.
He lost his word.
Day for yesterday. Do you know, I don't like him. And I don't like his ways. He'll be getting into trouble before long. You mind what I say. His family's a queer lot too. Do you know him, miss?
I used to a long time ago.
Yes. You knew his sister. Her has come home.
His sister?
Hers was an actress. You know, Mrs.
Zorix was telling me only last night. She heard it from Mrs. Bannister, who heard it from a friend of theirs who lives in the Farringdons buildings, you know, where the Hewitts live. They told me it was in the paper, but you know, I don't remember nothing about it at the time. Well, it seems as if the woman threw vitriol over her and the acid burnt her face, so there's no knowing her anymore, and she goes around covered for all she does. She can't make her own living, so she's come home for all she disgraced herself shameful.
Miss Hewitt? Mr. Hewitt's eldest daughter, Clara.
Well, so I understand.
She's gone. When has she gone wrong?
Can't just say, but a few weeks ago, maybe. You know, the time it was almost 2 months since it was in the paper. Oh, if you're a friend of theirs, perhaps I had ought to have said something. What's come to your lips in the way of talking?
Half a pound of tuppence.
Of course, I don't know nothing about the young woman myself.
Half a pound of trees.
It's just what you comes to hear in the way of talking, you know?
That's the way money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
Up down the city road, in and out the eagle. That's the way the money goes. Pop goes the weasel.
Jane, I've asked Clara Hewitt to be my wife. And I want your blessing.
Yes. You have my blessing. What else could I say? I still remember when she nursed me when I was ill.
She needs me.
I need you.
She cannot survive on her own, and you have
Money! Is that it? Will you go upstairs and tell Grandfather?
You know, I'd give something to know why he's going to marry that Clara Hewitt.
That's not the first time you've made that remark.
Oh, I suppose I can speak.
Yeah, I'm trying to do so in a more ladylike way.
Something's going on, I know it.
When you hear of marriage, the first thing you ask yourself is, what is he or she to gain by it?
Don't know what you're on about.
Of course not. But let me assure you, sometimes people think about other things besides making profit when they get married. It's a pity you're so coarse-minded.
Alright then, and what about you? Why did you want to marry me I'd like to know?
How can I live in the same roof with such a good-looking, sweet-tempered...
Well, shut up. It's just because you thought we'd be fools enough to keep you lazing about and getting watered all day.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm sorry to say, Mr. Snowden is ill. In fact, very ill. Miss Jane asked me to go as sharp as I could.
Ill? In what way?
It's a stroke, or something in that line. He fell down without a word of warning before 10 o'clock. He's lying sensible.
I'll come at once. They've got a doctor, I hope.
Yes, the doctor has been summoned instantly.
Right, I'll come with you.
Oh, you're only getting away.
No, if he's as bad as that, I'll come.
He died a couple hours ago. Off the line insensible all day. Poor old man. Now, what about the will?
We haven't looked for it.
I thought it more decent to wait a few hours.
Take another glass of sherry or liver support.
Prepare for the worst. Cut me out altogether, has he?
Well, Percival received a letter from him at midday yesterday saying he destroyed the former will and was coming down to the office on Monday, that's tomorrow, to have orders made for a new one.
Tomorrow? Why then there's no will at all?
I congratulate you on your logic.
And you mean to tell me that it's all mine?
Well, no one stands in your way.
You have been devilishly useful to me. And of course, there's something in it for you. 10%?
15.
12.
30.
Done. Now, if you please will follow me.
To the house of detention.
Palace of Delight, Mr. Scorpion. Palace of Delight!
Get yourself down to the Palace of Delight!
We had to move away because the refugees had moving back. There was me and my old man shoving things inside the van, which we'd often done before, let me remind. Then we packed all we could pack in the van, and that's a fact. And we crawled inside all we could get inside. Then we packed all we could pack on the tailboard at the back, till there wasn't any room for me to ride.
You won't get it all. You'd only have a third part in it, and the girl get the rest.
So what do you call the third part?
Split between three.
No, I don't care. That'd be enough.
Clem, you better leave this alone. You better. I'll warn you.
I shan't.
So what do you want me to do then?
There are lots of things, but we just need ways of getting rid of people. I mean, people get robbed at night. It's London.
Yeah? Well, I've got this.
Yeah. And I've got this.
I lose faith every day in the very structures of humanity. Even a walk through Clerkenwell cannot shake the overpowering weight of this wretched book. Is there another city on earth depraved the soul and spirit so much. Streets swarming with the nameless populace, cruelly exposed by the wanton light of heaven. Dante must surely have foreseen such a place.
Clumsy, clumsy.
Another one in here telling me what to do and when.
Oh, there's another one out there saying this and that about you and all. That's the one you want to be worried about, not this poor slob here.
What are you babbling on about?
Suki jollops all over you.
Say what?
Oh, Bill's looking for her, ain't they? And she's singing.
Is she now?
All them moody coins. Bob. It ain't me, it's Madam. She says, I never made one in my life. I'll tell you who it is. I'll tell you where to find him. She says, it's Bob Hewitt. And he lives in Merlin Place, Clerkenwell. She says, it ain't me. You took the wrong person. I'll tell you the old truth, or may I never speak another word. I tell you, right out of her own mouth and all over Clerkenwell. Ah!
Bitch! Fuck it, I think you've got one in the damn mouth. Oh, she hasn't got a fucking clue. I'll teach you. Give me a pie. Maybe that'll see you.
Let him that thinketh he standeth, take heed lest he fall. What is the principal thing? Wisdom is the principal thing. Trust in the Lord your God with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths.
Who's that?
It's Bob!
Bob who?
Bob Hewitt! I've done it! I mean, let me. I've got to hide away. Nobody must know it's on me.
What's happened?
I've got to stop it over the line. I can't go home. It's something up.
Penny low?
No. I've got to hide away. I don't feel in bed. Awful bed. I mean, I can't even sleep.
Oh, you can fetch some water from the tap in the yard.
I can't get so far. Oh, I feel bad.
I'll fetch you some water.
Die first.
The copper's after you.
It hit me right here. Oh! I feel good when I'm ready. Where's Sam?
On business, as usual.
You got anything to do?
Not where I can find it. You do look bad, Bob, and there's no mistake. Would you feel better if I lighted a bit of fire?
Yes, I feel cold. I was up this now.
You ain't bringing any trouble to my door, are you, Bob?
No. It's just a rotten life.
Ain't it just? So you're in trouble?
Looks like
Words got round. Them coins.
What?
That's penal servitude, Bob. 5 or perhaps 10 years of arguments and 5. Mrs. Fire! Who's that? It's me, Pennyloaf. Are you alone? Yes, I heard my mob's in there. Everybody followed you, have they? No. Bob, what's happened to you? Why are you in the dark? Why are you lying there?
I don't know. Oh, thanks.
banishment, you and all the poor among whom you live, all those who are in suffering of body and darkness of mind, were once rich people, with every blessing the world could bestow, with every opportunity of happiness and of making others happy, because you made an ill use of your wealth, because you were selfish and oppressive and hard-hearted and sinful. Therefore, after death, you receive the reward of wickedness.
Goodbye, Grandfather.
Your grandfather left no will, Jamie. Resolved, the legal resolved. So all this property becomes, so we can't be sure what his wish was. I'm very sorry it pained you so, my dear.
The money was never to be for myself. I don't care about the money. Any money.
You look so strange, dear.
Yes, because it means that grandmother has lost his trust in me. That's what torments me. When did he destroy his will?
10 days before his death.
And that's what's done it. I disappointed him.
Oh no. Let me set your poor little mind at ease. Just 2 days before his death. So it was Friday or Thursday. He said to me that he had a higher opinion of you than ever. There now. His opinion of you had nothing to do with the will.
Really?
Yes. Now, on to practical matters. Suppose we arrange that you have an allowance of £2 a week. Huh? It is possible, just possible, that I may have to go abroad on business before long. In that case, the payments will be made to you through an agent, Mrs. Scawthorne. Do you feel this would be satisfactory?
That's fine now.
I'm glad we understand each other. Of course, this is only a temporary arrangement.
I received a letter from Arthur Morrison in the Lives of the London Poor on what to do, a remedy for their suffering. I replied, there is none. I wrote 2 pages today, capturing Bob Hewitt, then went for a walk through Clerkenwell, but ceaseless rain, so contented myself with planning the 3 final chapters that remain to end this book, in which I wish to emphasize that the idealistic social reformer is of far less use than the humble discharger of human duty. This book will either finish me, or I will finish it. However, I can, for the first time, foresee writing finished the netherworld.
Read this, will ya? Read it.
What's talking now?
No,
departed husband.
It's only on her bad days.
I shall try kindness with her.
Don't put the lump on.
There's your wish.
I can't bear it much longer.
I'd come and sit with you, but my company only seems to irritate you.
What good can you do me? I can't bear to have you near me. I loathe your sympathy. I'd rather you scream at me or beat me.
Not unjust to me.
And show your anger.
Clara, one of us must try to be strong.
This place is driving me mad. We must leave.
Clara, we can't leave. We have your family.
How can you be expected to take care of a whole family? You sacrificed me for them.
Do you really expect me to ask them to go out onto the street?
Let's get out of here.
Oh, is that what I'm for?
Yes.
I filled the trip with an independent spirit all those years ago.
You did not. I was filled with it in my soul to escape these bonds of my sex and of my class. Who was I to think I could elevate myself to something higher, going on the stage, leaving the protection of my family and my father? I made those decisions. They were not put into my head by you or anyone else. They are mine. They were mine, and now they are gone.
Clara, do you love me?
Yes, in the way that I can,
Which way's that?
where I don't lose myself.
Do I have to choose? I love Clara Hewitt.
I'm not her anymore. My face is gone, my beauty is gone, so you have what is left of me.
I understand that, but you must accept that I'm a humble working
without hope. It would have been kinder for you to have never come near me. I should have killed myself long ago.
You asked for me, remember? At this point in time, the whole world of men and women are in pain and sorrow because they have no money. The world is made so.
You find it easier to bear than I do, but I can't leave the house.
Let me share that burden.
You cannot share the burden of a woman who has striven for freedom in this world, from her place in this world to taste it and have it ripped from her.
You must try that opportunity to save me, to have happiness to strive for me. You must have some hope. Nothing to give you but words. So all of us who are poor and wretched stand together to fight against the ritual that is always crushing us down. Am I to ask kindness of you and you refuse, Clara?
Let me go. I feel too ill to talk longer.
Just one word, one promise that we are not going to be like those poor creatures who let the misery degrade them. Don't let us be beaten.
Sydney, I will try.
Promise.
Sydney, I will try.
Promise.
I'll do my best.
Oh, thank you.
Everything going well, Pennyloaf?
Yes, miss.
Then I know it isn't. Whenever you call me miss, there's something wrong.
Well, I have been a bit low, and that's the truth.
I wish you'd asked me to stay for tea.
That I will. I'm glad things, Jane. Would you like it soon?
No, in an hour. Give me something that can sew it. A really hard bit, something that will break needles. Yes, this will do. Where's the thimble? Now we should get comfortable, and we're going to have a good talk. Work, Pennyloaf. Work will be the savior of us all. Work to throw our minds and hearts in. Ain't that right?
Yes, miss.
Where is she? I think you might have knocked more like a civilized person. Take your civilization. I don't know what your business may be, Miss Snowden. If you cannot behave yourself, you will gladly turn away a bit quicker than you came in.
I will come and go as I please, and I ain't going nowhere till I've had my say with that little tyke, Jane Snowden. So where is she?
She's at Pennyloaf's, tending to her as people of kindness.
Oh, is she now? The little liar. It's what I used to call her when she scrubbed my kitchen floor, and it's what I'll call her now. You know she used to scrub my floor and pretend to sleep under the table. And where's that father of hers, eh? Oh, he's a nice man as her father. Has he left her, has he? Has he left her to look after herself, has he? You just tell me that. No. Yeah, she thought she was going to have all the money. And now she's got none, and she can go back to Whitehead's. They'll be glad to see her, Will Whitehead, and you tell her to talk to me if she would like to know how her own father worked to prevent her and that Kirkwood fella from getting married just so the money wouldn't get into other people's hands. And you can tell her that if she's having any money from me, I will be revenged on her. Do you mind that? I will be revenged on all of you. Tell her to remember what my aunt feels like. She's had it on the side of her bloody head off enough. You just tell her.
Great God, this is my son. You have enough of it coming to your clan, whatever you name it.
How'd you do?
Where have you been?
Business appointment.
Something coming to me. Lovey couldn't poke a goose.
Say again?
Fucking piss bucket. Shit.
Business. Business. Mr. Fiddle. All you city fellows are the same. You encourage each other to drink it whenever you get the chance, and then you say it's all just a matter of business. Well, I won't have a husband that drinks. I won't have you coming home in that state. Why you can't even stand straight.
Can't stand straight? Look here.
You're a disgracer.
Am I?
Where have you been?
Business appointment. shan't come home at all. So there! There you have it.
You bad husband of the beast!
Then I shall return to my business over the evening.
Oh, fucking pickbucket!
Take over!
What?
Come with us! Poisoning your mother!
I ain't poisoned no one! Get off me! Get off of me!
I just saw Mr. Byers downstairs.
Yes. He had to pop out of business, Jane. Miss Scawthorne is also here on business.
I shan't keep you for long, Miss Snowden.
Is it bad news?
I am afraid so. A letter from America.
About father?
Upon returning yesterday evening, I received a letter containing news of a rather distressing kind. Your father's financial enterprises have proved unsuccessful. Well, it's one of those financial crashes which are quite common in America. It's led to his total ruin. And I am afraid, Miss Snowden, there's more bad news. Well, the excitement of the days where his fate was left hanging have led to illness. Fatal illness. Your father died on the 6th of February. I will speak to Mr. Percival and an inquiry shall be made on your behalf.
Thank you.
If you'd allow me just to say a few more words, Miss Snowden. You see, I began life poor and half-educated. You cannot imagine some of the struggles I've had to overcome. But, well, I am afraid, Miss Snowden, I've not always done right by you. So I should like to arrange for you to have a small income.
No, thank you, Miss Scawthorne. I'm content with my life as is. Money is scrapped and begged for by most, but for me it's been a curse on my life. I have friends and I work. And
No matter how deeply we ache now, suffering has an expiration date. I heard a loud shout from the throne saying, "Look, God is with his people. He will live with them and they will be his people. God himself is with them. He will wipe every tear from every eye, and there will be no more sorrow or death or crying or pain. All these things are gone forever. Without him, this life that you are now leading is that of the damned. This place that you are confined to is hell. There is no escape for you, no pleasures. At the end, waiting for you, one and all, is a death in abandonment and despair. This is hell. Hell